Well, a lot has changed since my last fishing report. I'm not sitting in the truck with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm not talking about the Salmon River running at 5,000 CFS plus. So a lot has changed. Starting out where I left off the last fishing report in the west end of Lake Ontario, it's still fishing, but the water's just very low. It's very clear. So what you're going to have is you're going to have some very skittish fish in some really select water where there's some sort of an excuse for deep troughs or channel, and they'll be there until the light gets on that water and they're gone. They'll find some sort of muskrat hole to dig up into or some rock to crawl under, and they'll just disappear. So you really only have a few hours in the morning for productive fishing. Unless we get a gray, rainy day, then of course that will stretch the day out. Even out there, I'm using some smaller, like size 8, size 10 woolly buggers. I'm having to run some 6-pound, like 4X tippet, long cast, staying off these fish. Really careful presentations because they are quite sensitive even to a fly coming at them. So they're skittish. They just do not like that, that low, clear water. And once the hen is done spawning, she is just going to book out of that system. Those males are getting really sensitive to the fishing pressure. So you only got a few hours of productive fishing there. Unless we get a massive shot of rain, brings everything up, then it'll be a game changer. Water temperatures out there, because it's been cool at night, have been good. They've been in the mid-40s, upper 40s. So I figured that there's probably another week of productive fishing out there before you're going to be chasing leftovers. I have moved the guide service up to the Salmon River just because of the low water conditions. So I made that move a little bit earlier than I normally anticipate. On the Salmon River, the big thing is, I don't know if you can see it in the background or not, I'll show some, maybe some clips. The salmon has a heavy stain, and this heavy stain is showing some real endurance. It's staying around a lot longer than a lot of us that got some decades of experience on this river. So it's been pretty surprising. You think when that high water happened, we had a lot of washouts way up in the headwaters. We're still seeing the mud come through. So it's got a heavy stain. Personally, it's nothing that bothers me. We're finding the fish in them. The fish are eating. It's the dirty water is bothering the fishermen way more than it's bothering the fish. In fact, I think the fish even like it. The issue we're really having on the salmon is two things. One is that water temperature is right in that crabby zone, that give or take a degree, that 38 degrees. When you get in that 37, 38, 40, I don't know why, but I struggle with these fish. I just find them really crabby. Plus, they're starting to get into that water, what I call transition water, which is just off the spawning habitat. So they're starting to move out of the pools, start to spread out a little bit. So we got that going on. You got that they just ain't too grabby. We're right on the cusp of the river spawn happening. People are asking me, is it a couple days away? Is it a week away? I'm saying no, it's 2 or 3 degrees in water temperature away. So it could happen very fast. You know, like I say, conditions can and do change quickly. The other issue we're dealing with is, I'm used to dealing with 1,200, 1,500 CFS in the spring. The river's flowing at 335 CFS, so it's low for me this time of the year. However, for a lot of people, that's a very comfortable level to fish. So as for fishing conditions, it all depends if you're comfortable with the murky water or not. Flies here we're using a lot of dark color, like black is our big producer. Something that silhouette's really good. We got some fish on some pink. Pink is really working right now. Pink single stage intruders, woolly buggers, zonkers are working really good. Even some pink woolly buggers. We're using some sparkly black and peacock olive style black and peacock type woolly buggers with hot beads on them. The color of the hot beads are chartreuse, orange, fuchsia pink, but the fuchsia pink and the chartreuse have been working really good. Singles, like I said, a lot of single stage intruders. The biggest thing is make sure they silhouette good in the water. And because we're right on that crabby stage, make sure your swing is really slow. You want to hang that swing still. We're still using a winter style in our presentation and in our swinging. I don't know how long the The murky water's going to hold. I haven't really seen the river clear any, so I got a feeling it's going to stay this way for probably at least another week. So I think it's going to stay dirty. If some of you have fished with me in the past on the west end of the lake know I love muddy water, so that's not a problem for myself. So that's kind of what's going on with the fishing. Now, a couple announcements, or what I want to say too is I've been asked, people wanting to know where to get our flies. Pineville Sports Shop on the corner of 48 and 13 is going to be carrying mine and Rick's flies that we're tying personally. So they'll be at Pineville Sports Shop. The other thing is we're in the process of trying to put together a giveaway coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm struggling trying to get the fly boxes. We got the flies tied, the hard part's done. We just need boxes to put them in. So we're trying to get some boxes so we can do some giveaways to try to encourage you guys into hitting that subscribe button that I need you. So we're working on that. Plus, of course, I've been telling about the spade casting clinic in the end of August. You can just send us an email. We'll put you on a waiting list for that. Pretty much what's going on with the fishing. Conditions are changing. Like I said, in the spring, conditions can and do change quickly. So you just want to keep an eye on your water temperatures, keep an eye on the water flows at the Pineville gauge. And, for some of you that are worried about the dirty water, it should be clearing fairly soon. For us folks that like the mud, it's playtime. So once again, folks, thanks for listening to me babble. It's time to get fishing, and I'm going to beg again for that subscribe button. And keep your eyes open for the giveaways that hopefully we can get our act together and do. Time to go fishing. See you, folks.
This is Jay at JPEG Guides and Lost River Fishing. We are a year-round fly fishing catch and release guide service. We fish the Lake Ontario tributaries, and then during the spring and the summer we also fish the inland trout streams, classic dry fly fishing. During the heat of the summer, we will do the warm water fishing for bass and pike. If you're interested in any of our outings or have any questions, please feel free to email us at fish@lostriversfishing.com. Hope to hear from you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.